Hey, do you have over 10 years of work experience and you're trying to figure out how to get your resume on one page? Look, hey, my name is Marthea Pitts. I'm the MSW coach, and I want to come in and talk about one of the biggest career myths that social workers are trying to follow when they have 10 plus years of experience. And that is that their resume should only be one page. If you don't know, my name is Marthea Pitts. I am a macro social worker. I specialize in workforce development, helping people get good quality, good paying jobs. I also coach other aspiring macro social workers to get macro jobs, to do work that they are passionate about for the populations and issues that they love most and that they want to move the needle closer to progress on. So look, I just finished hosting a workshop and I was sharing 10 of the biggest mistakes that I've seen in the last 90 days that aspiring macro social workers are making to get macro jobs. And one of those that I shared was the big belief that your resume needs to fit on one page. So I love a good story. So I'm going to start off with an analogy slash a story to help you better understand why you are going wrong trying to hold on to that rule and why you need to release it. Set yourself free. It's okay. Let it go. Okay. And then I'm going to get into the technical explanation. But first, I want to bring it down to real world terms. Let's say, I want to ask you this question. Have you ever just bought a service or a product that was over $2,000 without looking in great detail about what does it do? What is the warranty? What is the benefit of it? What else can you get out of it over and beyond the thing that's being advertised, right? And you usually, for the most part, unless you done ran up on some money, for the most part, you don't make the purchase right away, right? You usually look at it, you may even put it in your cart, you may even call the people, you may ride by the thing and go look at the product, but you usually don't buy it the first time. You usually come back after you've done some extensive research on what are the benefits of it? What will it help me do? Who else has used it? You know, y'all love a good testimonial, right? So you go and look up all the testimonials. You may go on your favorite social media platform to see what the influencer girls are saying about the thing or the influencer guys, whoever your people are, right? You don't buy it the first time you see it, right? And it's because you need more information than what was initially presented to you, right? So you go out on a fact-finding mission to find the information. Your resume is the same way. If you have 10 plus years of experience trying to get your resume on one page, meaning let's say on average, you've had a job every 2 years. That's average. That's like typical, right? So that's 5 jobs. So your resume one pager should be including your contact information, it's your email, your telephone number. A lot of y'all love to abide by the old rule, and I'll do a video on that later around having a professional summary. So you got your professional summary. Then also a lot of you love to have like the skills section because you swear you can beat the ATS system. I'll do another video on that one as well. And then you have your education somewhere on there because we know you have many degrees, right? So you have your contact information, you have your professional summary paragraph, you have your skills, you have your education, and then you finally get to the part where you tell the people what experience you have that makes you a great candidate for this position, that makes you qualified. There's no way all of that is fitting on one page, especially if you have 5 jobs or more. It's no way. It ain't no way. It ain't no way that you're telling the people enough about anything for them to be able to make a well-informed decision. However, Unlike you, when you were going to purchase that item and you could put it on pause and go do your due diligence and look at the testimonials and go find the other pieces of critical information you were missing to make a well-informed decision. An employer doesn't have that opportunity, right? Because when they're looking at your resume, the sole objective of screening your resume is to screen you in for an interview. And in order to do that, they have a very explicit set of qualifications. Does this person meet the basic qualifications on the job description? And if you don't get screened in. Your resume gets put over in the special file cabinet. If you know what if you're a case manager, you know what that is, the special file cabinet. That's where your resume gets put. Why? Because they have a ton, hundreds of other resumes that they can pull from, right? You're only buying from one seller. It may be one seller. Hey, let's be honest, it may be 5 different sellers. So you have other options. So if you don't get enough information about what you need regarding this service or the product, and you go and try to do your due diligence, let's say you do it, right? And then you still don't find what you need or you're not convinced, what do? You move on to the next seller. That's the same thing with an employer. If they don't have enough information, they don't have a way to verify and get you to explain. So, Lisa, tell me what you meant here. What did you do? Where were you 3? They're not going to do that. They have many options. They have more than 5 options. So they're going to pull from their list of resumes and move on. So that's the example I wanted to give you because I love a good real world example so the people can understand. I want you to abandon the belief that your resume has to be one page. The people who tell you that on the internet streets are talking to a very specific type of job seeker. They're talking to job seekers who have never worked a day in their life. That even includes like jobs in the grocery store when you're a teenager. These people have never worked. They're usually typically talking to high school graduates who have just graduated high school and entering into the job market for the first time, and or recent traditional emphasis, traditional college students who have just graduated college and are entering the job market for the first time. However, that excludes the college students who had a little part-time job at the grocery store who want to put that on their resume because they feel that it's relevant. That excludes all of the college graduates who worked every semester all 4 years of their education degree program and work study. That excludes them because I hope that you have it on your resume. That excludes you. And it most definitely excludes my graduate students who are usually already working professionals who have well over 10 years of experience, who decided to go back to school to start making their way up the career ladder. It excludes my people who are non-traditional students who have a whole other work life and at some point decided to go to school or return to school to finish a degree. That rule does not apply to you. And I want you to release yourself from it. And if you've been actively applying for jobs with a one-page resume and not getting interviews for anything, even the jobs that you know you were super overqualified for, listen up. It's most likely because your resume is one page and you're not giving the people enough information to make a well-informed decision around what makes you qualified. Because the truth is, a lot of you all are leaving out very relevant experiences that you have that can get you a job. Or you're writing your bullets in like 1 bullet, 2 bullets that don't tell anybody anything. They're very nondescript in nature. They don't tell people anything. Why? Because you are frantically worrying about space on your resume. So I want you to abandon that rule. It's okay. You'll be all right. I promise you, you'll live. But the next 20 jobs that you apply for, I want you to extend your resume beyond one page. I want you to extend it as far out as you need, where you can effectively convey a clear picture to the people about why you are qualified for the job. You have to make a strong case. And your one-page resume with your one or two nondescript bullet is not doing the job. Free yourself from that. That's a lie. The people lied to you and or it didn't apply to you. All right. If you want to learn more about getting macro social work jobs, click the link down in the bottom of the in the description and grab my free e-course at macroandpaid.com. Until then, happy macro career planning. Bye.